My life changed when I realized three things. The first thing was I was the common denominator in everything in my life. All of the good things that happened, I was there. All of the bad things that happened, I was there. I was the only one that was there for everything that's happened in my life. Um, every situation I found myself in, I was there, right? I wasn't watching somebody else's life. I wasn't living somebody else's life. Although sometimes it felt easier to feel like I was living somebody else's life, or to feel like I was watching somebody else's life happen, right? It's exhausting living paycheck to paycheck and still not knowing where the money for food, for gas, for electricity, for water, is going to come from, for diapers. Like, it's exhausting to not know that. It's frustrating. It's overwhelming, right? Um, at the same time, you need these things because you've got a kiddo. You're a mom. You have somebody else that you're responsible for, their life, and they depend on you to provide them with food and water and shelter and basic human needs, right? And it's easy to get mired down in the feelings of guilt and shame and overwhelm that you're not providing a better life. It's easier at times to look at your life and feel like it is somebody else's, but it's not. You're the common denominator. I am the common denominator in my life. The second thing I realized that changed my life is that if I wanted my life to change, it was up to me to change it. No one else could. No one else would. It was my life, and it was my responsibility to change it. I heard a really good quote from the mentor of my mentor, and it goes like this. If you want things in your life to change, you've got to change things in your life. You can't think the way you've always thought. You can't do the things you've always done and expect a different result. That's the definition of insanity. Definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you want something to change, you've got to change something. Switch up your routine. Change the way you think or dress or eat, or what time you go to bed, or what time you get up in the morning. If you hit your snooze button a gazillion times, start small. Hit it twice, 3 times. Don't hit it at all. Go cold turkey. You've got to do something to change up your life. You have got to do something to change your routine. You can't think the way you've always thought. You can't do the things you've always done and expect change in your life. It doesn't work that way. When I realized that, it was a wake up for me. I changed my life when I realized this. And I changed it one change at a time, one day at a time. You eat an elephant one bite at a time, right? The third thing I realized is that I was the only one that I could change. I could only change myself. My thoughts, my behaviors, my actions, my life. I couldn't change anyone else's thoughts, behaviors, actions, life around me. I couldn't change the way my ex-husband thought, or my family thought, or my friends thought. I could only change myself. I could change who I was around by choosing not to be around them and choosing to be around others. But I couldn't change who they were, right? If they weren't a good influence on the life I wanted to create, I made sure I wasn't around them as much. But I couldn't change them, right? Some of them were going to focus on all the negativity around the world and in society. Some of them are only going to think of themselves. Some of them are going to think I'm crazy. That's all on them. That's not on me. That's them. I can change how I react to that, but I can't change how they're thinking or what they're feeling or how they're acting, right? I couldn't change what they focused on. I couldn't change what they thought or how they lived, but I could change the way I thought, what I focused on, how I lived. So I did. As a result of these changes, I have an amazing life now. And it continues to get more abundant, more in love and success every day. More abundant in love and success every day. I can inspire others with my story, and I do. I inspire them to realize they too can have an abundant life. I can help others reach for and achieve that more abundant life. And abundance is not just money, although it is money, but it's not just money. It can be in love and relationships. It can be in health. More abundance. Have more abundance because you can do it. You're worthy and you deserve it. I've had clients 4x their incomes. I've had clients that got to travel the world. They got new jobs. They got promotions. They got raises. Increased their clientele through the signature program that I created, through the changes that I've made, right? All of these amazing results are because I realized three things. I was the common denominator in my life. I was the only one I could change. And if I wanted something in my life to change, I had to change something in my life. For more information about me, my program, the results of the program, go to my Facebook page, Manifest Your Dream Life. Follow me on Instagram. I also have a YouTube channel, or you can go to SuzetteBerryCoaching.com. I look forward to seeing you and seeing what your abundant life looks like.